Rocks are toys, but enjoying the rock and playing with such a toy is a tall order, aka a large responsibility. The earth gives us rock, and it gives us great toys in the form of rock. Rock is toy, and toy is rock. Ancient-style earth gave us rocks to play with, to enjoy, and to become our friend toy. Toy friends are devices that are toys, but also can be befriended in a toy style. A rock from Earth is one such toy. Earth mounds are large slabs of dirty mass that slit and slide on the surface of our shared bowl, aka Earth. When the mounds slide and glide, they also pump and bump each other's edges, causing pain and discomfort for our home globe.
This bumping is where many rock toy come from, but not all rock toy do come from there this way.
Perhaps the greatest toy of all in the form of rock is Old Bone. Old Bone is of the earth and was given to us by Earth. The old bone is a bone of beasts of yore. The beasts of yore, which once roamed the earth, were many, and their toy bone is now a rock. Similar to a rock toy, a beast of yore's old bone is now a rock toy as well, but that of a bone, an old rock's magnificent toy. Thank you, beasts, for roaming in yore, so that your toys, aka bone rocks, may become our toys now, and so that we may study you. We are thankful to the beast for showing us his toy bone rocks. Beasts were once many on the earth. There are current beasts on the earth. However, many are not in a yore style, and so their bones are still here with us now. Here with us now style bones are considered toys. However, they are being used by the bone havers that currently have the bones inside their bodies. In this way, a current beast's bones are a toy of another sort, a used toy by the beast or even by the man. Yes, man's bones are toys for himself. Do you understand? Your beast bones are a pure toy, something that we have as a gift from the deceased beasts. We get to use the bone toy in a museum, and as well in whatever way we please. Once again, we say thank you to ancient beasts of yore. I enjoy studying the beast of yore with big smashing arms, legs, and sometimes a small head on a large body. In 1984, dirty bones in a box got discovered by Rudolf Michael. These were beasts of yore toys that got discovered hardcore in the depths of the Pump Zone, a 3 million acre compound north of Anchorage, Alaska, reserved for playing, where beast bones got pumped. They built a McDonald's in the Beast Zone at the entrance. It was looking for dirty bones that brought Rudolf Michael to the zone. He decided to bust down a large river called Tang River inside the zone. He bought a brand new boat from Tyson's Boat Haulers in Drymont Ridge, Oregon, and then towed it to the zone using only hired help he found at a local community center established to rehabilitate criminals who had been found later not guilty by reason of their crimes being committed by accident. Rudolph and the exonerated criminals towed his boat by hand from southern Oregon to Alaska, then dumped the dirty boat in the Tang River and started using their cupped hands to scoop water and search for bones. Within one afternoon, they realized the Tang was teeming with bone bits. After several days, they had dozens of bone toys from beasts of yore. Rudolph immediately sunk the boat and sent his findings to the Bone Home Lab. A dirty nerd looked at the bones and had a field day in his mind. He was giddy for the bone, and to this day has never forgotten the excitement he experienced handling them.
It's a slow process, and the bone.
The verdict was in. They were dirty duck beasts. Those are beasts of yore that is similar to a duck and shaped as one too. Quacking is a favorite pastime of the dirty duck beast, but not modern quacking. Instead, the ancient beast enjoyed yore quacking. These beasts used to get together two at a time and do swamp dance too, which involved yore quacking and pumping their legs up and down. They were from true yore eras, which include ancient eras and other yore timelines. In the fossil record, this is the moment in time where most yore toys, including bone toys and other beast balls and bones, are found. Their bone toys are so old that they look like poop. It looks like a hard poops. This was nasty for the exonerated criminals when the bone was first found. Dr. Rudolph was confounded about one minor detail involving the weight of the bones as well. They weighed too much. The bone was too heavy for Rudolph. A weight of this amount for a bone toy was outrageous. It was time to go back and search for more bone. Time to get to the Tang River again, find more exonerated criminals, and drop a dirty boat into the Tang. This time, it was personal. Dr. Rudolph needed to find out why the bones were so dense. He gathered a team of exonerated criminals from Guard, Alaska, and headed north. This time, Rudolph stopped at the Orb Patrol Center to check for dangerous beasts before entering the pump zone. Since last time, one of the exonerated criminals was mauled by a creature in the night. A classic modern beast which was never identified. The flight was long, and finally Rudolph arrived. Dr. Rudolph and the exonerated criminals began to set up camp. They built tents and other devices to use for sleep before searching for dirty bone again. Many of the exonerated criminals asked Dr. Rudolph why the bones looked like poop. He had no answer to give them. And so they began to search. After 6 weeks, the Dino Freak doctor and confused exonerated criminals who were confused why the bones of yore looked like dirty poop had found 0 bones. Morale was at an all-time low as the plane pilot came back to take the team back home to Guard, Alaska. Many of the exonerated criminals were in shock when they read a newspaper presented to them by the plane captain, which showed that in their hometown of Guard, Alaska, the mayor had enacted a new law that reversed their exonerations. They were criminals again. Just as the group was getting ready to load the luggage back into the plane and head home, a loud shout came from the other side of camp. One of the exonerated criminals named James had discovered a bone and toy. And yep, it had belonged to a beast of yore. It was a bone toy and a toy. It had belonged to a beast of yore. Dr. Rudolph was amazed. He grabbed his shovel and commanded his exonerated criminals to dig. They found hundreds of bone toys of hundreds of various species of beasts of yore. A picture was now being painted of just how many beasts of yore had lived in the pump zone during ancient eras. I used to know a dirty beast of yore. I'm just kidding, I'm too young. I wasn't alive in your time. Dr. Rudolph gave me a lesson about Earth history, and I was so glad of what I learned that I tipped Dr. Rudolph $100 after class.
I asked Dr. Rudolph to please buy something that he would otherwise not have, to get a treat. I told him it did not have to be science related, and he laughed at me.
New bone after new bone was uncovered, and the group was ecstatic. Tight beasts, round beasts, big beasts, and dirty beasts were all present in the pump zone, and their bone toys were a testament to this fact. However, one thing remained unanswered. Why did the old bones look like poop, and why did they smell bad as well? The exonerated criminals begged Dr. Rudolph to tell them, but he refused. This incredible discovery remains the largest bone toy uncovering of modern times, and Dr. Rudolph went on to catalog all the bone toy that he found, totally changing bone science forever. Earth gives us incredible toys, and sometimes those toys are bone, and sometimes those bone are from days of yore, and sometimes the days of yore toy bone is from a beast. It is inspiring to imagine the beautiful earth rocks, which are also bones, and how they are nature's toys. Rocks, bones, they're all the same. And yes, they are all toys.